unless you're so closed off to everything that you don't take in things around you.
Agreed.
But I feel like
things are
world,
changing.
I think this
People
world,
want.
yeah,
I agree.
It has been in a flow. There's more people that understand the ancient techniques coming through.
So that's one thing that I've realized too, is going back to the roots of things, getting back to the core of, what people have already learned and have already been teaching, but we've just, for some reason, our culture just was like, hey, we can do it this way. And that's good. Change is good. We can incorporate new things and whatnot. But I think that there's really relevance and importance in getting back to the basics of things.
It's that, what's that pyramid my mom always tells me? It's the pyramid of where you need your housing and your food and the things. And so we're all still on this like basal level, like the fight or flight road. We're still like all kind of trying to secure our place in this world. And then once you can get to the top is when you can help other people.
Right. You have to be filled to be able to fill other people.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I
Agreed.
love that. Thanks,
too.
Mom. Thanks, Mom.
Thank you. My mom too, for sure. And then one of the biggest things that another quote and thing that I always say throughout my whole life, and I think is so relevant and important, is that hurt people hurt people. So, and that's a ripple effect too. That's why we're choosing to create the opposite type of ripple effect, because if you choose to like be hurting others and you don't realize it because you're hurting yourself, you're sending out this frequency to other people that's attracting more hurt back to you. Mm-hmm. So it's a cycle that needs to be literally broken and changed. Change your neural pathways in your brain. Yeah.
Cognitive therapies.
It is cognitive therapies.
Yeah.
So upon us talking about the meditations, the crystals, the Reiki, the coloring, the crafts, and every other type of expressive modality, I took a class in college called Expressive Therapies, and essentially what it talked about is the modalities of therapy that were not just sitting down and talking to somebody, because the truth of the matter is that not everybody wants to sit down and talk to somebody. We are not all verbal, and that is very, very relevant. So
I'm not as verbal as she is.
I am very verbal.
You're gonna see her a lot more than you're gonna see me. I'm gonna be doing a lot of the editing and the photo work and like building the website stuff and doing all the behind the scenes stuff.
And I don't know anything about that stuff, so this is why we work as a perfect dynamic duo.
I know how to do that stuff. Somewhat.
So basically, we want, like we said, we were going to bring this essential location, New Point. So there's a couple, we're also going to provide sources for people to be able to find things that they need to. And my personal story, what started to affect and change my life was there's two books that I essentially read that kicked it off, was a kickstart for me, that just started it all. It was ever flowing since then. I read The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, and it was amazing. I highly recommend it to anybody that is soul searching or just looking for a general way to live their life, a general better way to live their life. The Four Agreements, it's 4 things that everybody should live their life by.
My mom is constantly quoting it to me. I love it.
Yeah. Don't make assumptions. Mm-hmm. Don't take anything personal. Mm-hmm. Do everything the best that you can, and from your heart, full support or full commitment to it. That way you know that you've done your absolute best with it. And be impeccable with your word. And I think that those are just like a root of a basis of good morals to live by for anybody. I mean, whether you're spiritual or not, I think it's just a good thing to live by. And then the second book that was really, really life-altering for me, and they actually have a video of it on YouTube. It's only about an hour and 15 minutes, I think, long, so it's totally, totally worth it to just sit down and watch it and try to absorb the information that's in it. There's a lot of great minds in it, a lot of people from history, like Da Vinci and other people that they quote, and then also Einstein, yeah, and then people from today that are life coaches, wellness coaches, and that support positive lifestyles, and they're all saying the same thing. So this book or movie is The Secret.
Yeah.
And like I said, I highly recommend that. I really think that that's something that could be a tool for a lot of people if they're looking for change.
It's funny because it's not a secret. I think it was a secret. Going back to the conspiracy.
This is what they say the Illuminati's secret was right. This secret.
Yeah.
It's law of attraction.
It's the law of attraction.
What you put out, you're getting back.
And they don't want us all to know this necessarily, because then we're all going to succeed, and then they're not going to have the base race of slaves. The people that are going to take out the trash and stuff, because we're all going to be like on this awesome level of spirituality, but there's not going to be anybody to do the menial stuff, which I think is bullshit. I call bullshit. I think everybody's gonna have a place in this world, and you can be an enlightened and be a trash man. Like, I completely think so.
Absolutely.
I think we all can. I'm a bartender. I can serve your drinks and be enlightened. There can be servers that are enlightened, and it's just going to make a better world for all of us.
What it's really, truly, truly about, and what everybody's seeking in their life, is it's about connection, about the connections that we make with every single person that we come into contact with. You know, we are so focused on self, but not in the correct way. Like, it's important that we focus on self, but we have to understand that our self is a representation of everybody else's selves. So in order for things to work smoothly, we have to be just as respectful to other people as we would be to ourselves. And then that's how it sort of fits into place and works together. And I have to say that ever since I've been connecting with people, I've been doing nothing but amazing networking and having people come out of the woodworks with things that I needed, and it was just amazing. It's synchronicity. It just worked out in a way that it needed to.
Yeah.
Universal.
Oh, no. Ever since her and I had our first Reiki session, I've just been meeting writers and accountants and all the things,
website designers,
right,
and
all the people that I need
to connect the dots
to do this.
Right.
That way, they're building the base for us to be promoting this to you, and now you're learning the things because of those people, and that's the coolest thing. It gives me chills and goosebumps.
Hell yeah.
Like, we all can just work together and create something that's just amazing.
Absolutely.
And I'll live a better life because of it.
Same.
Yeah.
So we want to be real with you guys. We want to talk about real things that have been issues for us and other people that we know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it's not...
Hashtag the struggle is real.
The struggle is so real. So be excited, because we're going to have lots of new things coming. We're really attempting to post things like daily and definitely weeklies. We're going to keep up with it so that you guys have constantly new information and new things to stimulate your minds and ideas and things that we can talk about and discuss. And then also, along with this is, I'm promoting myself for doing Reiki for people. I am primarily in California, but I'm traveling all over and everything. So, add me on Facebook, either Lyra Muse, which is our joint account, or Katie Not Average is mine, or Emily Claire.
And you'll get links
to everything.
If you find us on Facebook,
you'll
you're
find
see
everything else.
Everything.
And so, contact me or Emily, and we'll be providing merchandise in the very near future. She is producing a coloring book.
My coloring book. It's Miss Emily Claire Presents Conscious Coloring, and she came up with a name. Thank you.
It seems to fit.
Yeah.
And then we're also we both make jewelry. That's one of our craft modalities that we do that we enjoy. Yeah, I actually made this and that one. They're necklaces that make bracelets and all types of things. Miss Emily Claire makes jewelry as well.
Yeah.
So we'll be offering those things, and they've got, stones, crystals, and things that we put with them that, and amplify energies. And then also...
She gave this to me for my throat chakra. It's obsidian, sapphire in the raw, and little quartz, and it's to help me be able to communicate better, because I get tangled on my words all the time. That's why she's gonna be the front runner. Like, I'm always I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know. So
confidence is key.
Exactly. So this is what we're doing, and we're gonna make things that you'll actually be able to use in your everyday life that'll help you succeed. Goals. If you want to find
and catered to the individual,
right? If you want to find your soulmate or your love, or you need to be able to talk, or you have a healing thing that you want to do something for your, sacral chakra,
or physical ailments, anything that's coming up. We want to know these things, because our aim is to definitely help people and to expand.
Put it together to help you get what you need done.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and art bundles.
Yeah, the crystal art bundles. Yeah, so we'll be doing those too for people that it's actually geared to the individual. It's got involved in it art pieces and crystal pieces and things that are helping you with your life path and what you're choosing to do right now. And so then the last thing that we are aiming to do, that we want as much information and resources as we can from you guys to help us with, is that we are both going to be, like I said, traveling, and we want to we're going to conscious conferences festivals and just different places where we can promote this lifestyle, promote this healing. And so if there's any information that you guys have about things that are interesting that you'd like to see us at, because we're going to be doing recordings at all of these things so that you guys can follow us essentially and see what we're doing.
And we'll be doing sessions, healing sessions.
Skype healing sessions where we can all talk with each other about subjects, or in person. Yeah, if we're in the area and it just, you know, the universe works out things like that for you. When you need something, sometimes it just pops up for you that it's there. And to just raise awareness. This is This is what we want to do.
Get on our level. That's one of my hashtags. Get on my level. We want to raise everybody's frequency to the highest that it can be. Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh, and also too, interviews with normal people and interviews with anybody that could be of an inspiration and have information that we need, because we're still learning too.
Yes.
We're getting all the information too. We're just starting at a basis of what we know we want to put out there, and we're building off of that. We just have a vision to see this.
A lot of the stuff that she has, I'm learning while we're doing this. So
because all I like to do is stick my noses in books and documentaries at this point in my life, but that's okay. I'm with it. I like it, and I like spreading the knowledge and the information. I see myself as a motivator and a teacher in this life, and I also just see us doing really big things. That's part of the path too, is to envision yourself doing whatever it is that you want to believe that you can get there. One thing that I learned doing sales, this is a cute little saying, that's like probably the best thing, is I learned all these adorable little sayings that actually are applicable to life and that truly, truly work. But if you aim for the stars, you land on the roof. If you just aim for the roof, you're going to land right on your ass. So it's really important to aim high and to see yourself in these big positions. Believe in yourselves.
I never heard that before.
Isn't that good?
That's awesome. That's awesome.
That was definitely one of my favorites. I used to tell it to everybody that I even sold magazines to. I'd come up and I'd be like, yeah, I'd pick 20. And people are like, what? You're crazy. And I'm like, hey, aim for the stars so you land on the roof. I was just aiming for high. And they had to respect it, because who can't respect that? We all have to aim big in our lives. We all have to believe in ourselves, you know. Not everybody has parents that believe in them, or just different things, you know. So it starts with ourselves. It starts with us believing in us, because we know that it's there and that we can cultivate all the energy and power within ourselves.
And we all believe in you.
Yeah, we definitely believe in you.
We're here to start supporting you so you can learn to believe in yourself.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I love it.
So we have an email on that note, aspiralresource@gmail.com. Please email us if you have any questions or comments or any subject matters that you'd like us to cover. Things that we can just do to help raise this awareness.
That's our Gmail. We have the Gmail. Now we also have, it's going to be YouTube. We have YouTube, but I think we can't have anyway.
We can't advertise ourselves on YouTube, basically.
Yeah, it's not, we haven't had enough videos on there to be in the scrolling search.
That's where you guys come into play now. Help us grow.
Help us get there, because we have to have 100 subscribers to actually make our own domain as a Spiral Resource on YouTube, because right now it's just a bunch of letters and numbers.
Right.
So when we hit 100, we'll be a Spiral Resource on there.
And then on that too, the website.
We've got the website, aspiralresource.com.
It's currently under construction, but we're constantly going to be, like we said, daily and weekly building it up and updating, and it's going to, you know, it's going to grow into this beautiful thing. Flowers take time to grow, butterflies take time to grow, all the beautiful things in life, making a diamond, all these things take time to grow and to expand. So this is going to be something that grows we're cocooning, and it's going to be a beautiful butterfly at the end. Absolutely.
Totally.
Conscious evolution.
So we have our Facebook too.
Oh yeah, the Lyra Muse.
We have a bunch of Facebook pages for all of us. Lyra Muse, and then we have a Spiral Resource page. It says Entrepreneur. We have Instagram and Twitter, which is also at a Spiral Resource.
Yes.
And here's the big one. Here's what we really need help with, is the Patreon page.
Yes, the Patreon page. Yes. I just discovered this because Emily shared this to me.
And I learned that because Amanda Palmer.
I was just going to say her name. Yes.
Amanda Palmer.
Yes. Amazing author, musician, artist, everything, all the things.
She's amazing, and she has a book that I just had her
introduced
download.
To me.
Is The Art of Asking. And so here we are, and we are asking you.
Yes. We love you, and we're asking you. This is what we want.
We need to do this for our life.
Yes.
So we're going to need your help, whether it be liking, comment, share, anything that you can do to promote us. because we'll promote you right back.
We will. We want artists, musicians, and anybody that is willing to like participate in this. We want to promote all of you too, because this is how we all rise, is by incorporating everybody else and establishing these connections and letting everything grow and come together like it's supposed to.
Exactly.